I have to admit, I was pretty skeptical about the Campbell Hausfeld 80-gallon vertical two-stage air compressor when I first heard about it. I mean, I'd seen those big, industrial compressors before that take up half your garage, or sound like a jet engine about to take off. But then I got my hands on the CE3001, and honestly, it completely changed how I think about shop tools. If you're interested in learning more, the link is in the description, so be sure to check that out for the full product details on Amazon. First off, the size-to-power ratio of this compressor is seriously impressive. It's an 80-gallon tank, which holds a ton of air, but it's designed to stand up vertically instead of sprawling across the floor like some of those old-school monsters. That vertical design is a total game-changer for me, because it saved me about 3 square feet in my already tight workspace. I've got a small garage that I've converted into a shop, so every inch counts, and this thing fits in there without feeling like it's taking over the entire space. I can easily move around it, and it doesn't feel like it's dominating the room. The two-stage pump is where things get really interesting. I've used single-stage compressors before, and they always seem to struggle after a while. The pressure drops, the recovery time feels like forever, and it's just frustrating to deal with. But this one? It's a completely different story. The two-stage pump pulls air in twice, compresses it more efficiently, and keeps a steady 135 psi without breaking a sweat. I've put it through its paces, running it for about 45 minutes straight with my impact wrench and paint sprayer going, and it barely blinked. The recovery time was under 2 minutes to get back to full pressure, which is just incredible. That's not just convenient, that's money saved on not having to wait around for the compressor to catch up. Safety-wise, the CE3001 has got some great features that really put my mind at ease. It's got a thermal overload protector, so if it gets too hot, it shuts itself down instead of turning into a fire hazard. That's the kind of feature you don't think about until you've seen a compressor overheat after a long session, and it's a real peace of mind thing. I also love that the tank is ASME certified. It's built to handle pressure without rusting out in a few years. I've had cheaper tanks corrode from the inside, so this one feels like it's going to last for a long time. And let's be real, safety should always be the top priority when you're working with power tools, so it's great to see Campbell Hausfeld taking that seriously. Another thing that really impressed me about the CE3001 is the noise level. It's not silent, of course nothing with a 3 HP motor is going to be silent, but it's quieter than I expected. I measured it at about 78 decibels from 3 feet away, which is roughly the same as a vacuum cleaner. That means I can actually talk to my neighbor while it's running, and my dog doesn't bolt out of the room. That's a big deal if you're working in a shared space, or just don't want to annoy everyone in the house. I've had compressors before that were so loud they were basically unusable in a residential area, so this one is a real breath of fresh air. I've used the CE3001 for everything from inflating tractor tires to running my framing nailer for a full day of deck building. The 80-gallon tank means I'm not constantly waiting for it to catch up, and the two-stage pump keeps the pressure stable even when I'm pulling big CFM loads. I also love that it comes with a 12-inch wheel kit that rolls around easily, even when it's full. I moved it myself from the driveway into the garage without breaking a sweat, which is saying something, because this thing is not light. It's a solid piece of equipment, and it feels like it's built to last. Now, I'm not going to lie, the CE3001 isn't perfect. It weighs about 280 pounds, so moving it isn't something you do every day. I had to use a furniture dolly to get it into place, and even then, it took 2 people. The Campbell Hausfeld CE3001 isn't flashy, but it's reliable. It does what it says it will, and it does it without drama. If you're tired of compressors that can't keep up or take forever to recover, this one's worth a look. I've been using it for a while now, and I can honestly say it's been a total game changer for my shop. I've gotten more done in less time, and I've been able to take on projects that I wouldn't have attempted before. So if you're in the market for a new compressor, I'd definitely recommend checking out the CE3001. And if you want to see the current price and availability, be sure to check it out using the link below.